Normally, when we think about the world's most dangerous jobs of all time, we imagine heroes we see in the movies. We remember the heroic tales or exploits of soldiers and police officers, but we simply ignore that there are some other dangerous jobs that take people's lives who work in these professions. Yes, there are plenty of other jobs that people like you and me simply wouldn't want to do. These people put their lives in danger to serve us, and yet are not given any recognition or appreciation. Most of us don't even know about these deadly professions that these people choose to do and get paid rather poorly for. To make matters worse, these real-life heroes don't even have a fan following. In today's video, we'll talk about the top 5 most dangerous jobs ever. But before we jump in, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell button so that you never miss out on any of our amazing videos. Are you ready? Perfect, me too. Let's go. Number 5, high-rise window cleaners. A skyscraper window cleaning service is imperative to keep the windows of tall buildings spotless, maintained, and iridescent. The window cleaners are the real heroes behind the tall and sparkling buildings, and they never get talked about. The biggest and most terrifying challenge that they face during their work is the wind. Wind is the most dangerous threat for them on the job. When it gets windy, they face big problems while cleaning the windows of tall buildings. It is difficult for the window cleaners of these huge buildings to maintain their balance in the air. Their job is one of the most dangerous jobs because most of the time they're so high up in the air cleaning the windows, fear can quickly take over when large gusts of wind pick up and shake their platform. They need to stay alert, aware, and active. The window cleaners also need to be prepared for any sudden physical or mental situations that may occur while they are extremely high off the ground. Even though a high-rise window cleaner's job is full of danger, the death rate of this job is relatively low. The main reason for being so is that they stay alert, focused, and keep proper safety measures before starting their day. Number 4, logging worker. As per the latest statistics, the non-fatal injury rate for individuals who work in the logging business is 2,449 injuries and 136 deadly injuries per 100,000 laborers. A logger's working job is also one of the deadliest jobs in the world. Most logging injuries or accidents occur due to getting stuck between falling objects and equipment. Logging workers get injured when the entire tree falls off the truck and the loggers get pinched or crushed by them. Many dangerous tools are used in the logging industry, such as chainsaws and logging machines. Besides this, extreme weather also causes fatalities and injuries. People who work in the logging industry have stated that working outside of a machine puts them at a much higher risk of getting injured than those working inside a machine because of the falling trees that can crush them accidentally. Number 3, fisherman's life. A fisherman's life and profession is one of the most dangerous ones in the world, with a fatality rate that is 23 times higher than other jobs. A fisherman fights with deadly storms and freaky waves just so we can get a crab leg buffet. That's a high rate of fatalities and certainly not a job I am looking to do. What about you? Let us know in the comments down below. From 2000 to 2016, 204 U.S. fishermen died after falling overboard as per a recent study called Lethal Falls Overboard in Commercial Fishing by the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH. Almost 60% of the people who fell overboard were not seen falling into the dark ocean, which is very scary. And almost 90% of the casualties were never found. Fishermen talk about how they don't sleep most of the time and work around the clock continuously. They feel tired and exhausted all the time, and that causes people to fall overboard by a rogue wave. The scariest moment in a fisherman's life is when the weather gets rough and the waves start to come over the sides. It's extremely scary when you know you're just a minute away from drowning and death. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, or in short CDC, 725 commercial fishermen died while fishing in the US from 2000 to 2015. Out of these, 354 deaths were caused by vessel disaster, 221 occurred when fishermen fell overboard, and another 87 fatalities occurred from injuries on board. Number 2, dangerous roads truck drivers. Driving a commercial truck on dangerous roads remains one of the deadliest occupations in the US, with transportation laborers as a group at the highest risk of death at work. The perils of truck driving are plenty. It makes sense that with such countless hours spent on the road, truckers are in danger of getting in an accident. Exhausted drivers experience tiredness that can prompt nodding off at the worst possible time. A few drivers consume alcohol and try to drive while others drive when sick and they cannot afford to stay at home. There is a wide range of reasons why transporters are engaged with mishaps on America's highways. Some truck drivers are involved in accidents through no fault of their own. They are the victims of terrible drivers on the roads or unfriendly, nasty weather conditions. Traffic fatalities in the Northeast and Midwest parts of the country are higher in colder parts of the year than in other seasons. Those zones are included to troublesome winter conditions for the drivers to confront, like snow or ice on the highways. The most significant number of fatalities happens in the middle months of the calendar in each territory of the country. Summer is when more people travel and the roadways are a lot busier. It appears to be legitimate that the issue isn't the weather, but the increase in traffic congestion as a whole. Heavy traffic is simply the worst, isn't it? Regardless of the reason for the accident, truckers are taking their lives in their hands each time they sit in the driver's seat. BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics information showed that driving is the deadliest profession in the US, a type that includes traveling, deals with most fatalities. Just in 2016, there were 918 fatalities from driving professions, the agency noted. Number 1. High-rise construction laborers and workers. The construction industry comes in at the top of the list as the most dangerous job in the world. It is above any occupation you think is dangerous, like fishing, truck driving, roofers, mining, etc. The latest information available shows 1 of every 5 workplace deaths in the US in 2017 were construction laborers, as indicated by Occupational Safety and Health Administration, known as OSHA. Of the 5,147 laborers that died at work, 971 were construction laborers. That's an average of somewhat more than 2.5 per day, every day, consistently. Out of almost 1,000 development labor fatalities in 2017, 40% of them were because of injuries caused by falling. Therefore, falls are by far the most dangerous risk in the construction industry. Regardless of whether you're working at the top of a private home or hundreds and even thousands of feet over the city roads on a crane or scaffold, the risk of falling is always a present hazard. The danger keeps increasing the higher up the laborer is working. It's really difficult to predict factors like a sudden breeze, which can enormously raise the chances of a fall. The construction industry has been intended for the greatest adaptability, which implies that workers are frequently treated as transitory or casual. Subsequently, more than 40% of construction laborers are independently employed, fit to be picked up and dropped depending on monetary and project necessities. Thus, there is no genuine awareness of certain expectations for these workers because they've been drafted for a specific time period. There's a possibility these laborers are not appropriately prepared and lack the experience needed to protect themselves in a certain location or in certain working conditions. Workers who do these jobs not only deserve honors, but also a good salary package. These workers risk their lives daily just to earn for their families. Just remember this, not all heroes wear capes. Well, that wraps up our video of the most dangerous jobs that ever existed. Please like and share this video, and comment what you think is the most dangerous job out of all these. Did we miss any other dangerous jobs out there? Maybe you have a job that is also incredibly dangerous. Be sure to let us know in the comments below. We will come again with another interesting video for you guys. And yes, don't forget to check out our other video about the weirdest countries in the world. Bye bye.